If you find yourself waking up once or twice during the night to go to the bathroom, that's normal, but if it happens 3-4 times or more during the night, then it already has a big impact on your sleep quality. This phenomenon has a name and it's called Nocturia or nighttime urination. And in this video, I will try to touch on the main and most important thing we can do to prevent or reduce these nighttime trips to the bathroom. So let's start with the basic. As you know, every one of us has a biological clock and our body works according to this clock. For example, the body secretes certain hormones at the beginning of the day and different hormones when the evening arrives. Now, our kidneys are also influenced by this biological clock when they work and filter fluids at high rate during the day. But when night comes, our kidneys also wants to rest and they slow down the work pace. Also, during the night, the body secretes a hormone called vasopressin, which basically tells the body we're sleeping now, reduce urine production. But for many people, this natural balance gets disturbed. Often with age, the body naturally produces less of this hormone, which is why nocturia is more common as we get older. But our habits has also strong effect, and that's what we talk about now. As I said at the beginning, our kidneys are most active during the day. This means we should aim to consume most of our fluid during the daytime and significantly reduce them as the day progresses and evening arrives. Many people barely drink during the day, and then in the evening they suddenly remember, wow, I haven't drank anything all day, and they drink a bottle of water all at once with dinner. And again, our kidneys are most active during the first 10 hours after we wake up. During this time, they filter fluid efficiently, so it's best to drink most of your daily fluids in the morning and afternoon. For example, if you wake up at 7, try to finish drinking most of your fluids by around 5 or 6 in the afternoon. In the evening, drink only when you're truly thirsty and in small sips, not in big gulps. This point is important because sometimes when we drink a large amount of fluid quickly all at once, it can further stimulate the urinary system. So drink slowly and don't chug the whole bottle all at once. Another important thing to understand that it's not all related to the fluids we drink. When we eat foods that contain a lot of sugar, like simple carbohydrates, such cookies, cakes, or sweetened drinks, our blood sugar level rises. Our kidneys then try to get rid of all this excess sugar through our urine. So if you eat a meal full of carbs or sugar before bed, there's a good chance your body will signal you to go to the bathroom during the night. People with diabetes are more sensitive to this, but you don't have to be diabetic to experience it. So in the evening, it's a good idea to limit carbohydrate and eat something with protein or easily digestible vegetables. Another less known reason is excess salt consumption. When we eat a salty meal, the body retains fluid. There is an accumulation of fluids in the body, but later as the body tries to balance itself, it excretes all those fluids, often right in the middle of the night. So pay attention, if the food you're eating contains a lot of salt, that could absolutely be the reason you're waking up to use the bathroom at night. These are pretty well known. Both coffee and alcohol are diuretic drinks, and they also suppress the hormone vasopressin, which we talked about earlier. When there's less of it, urine production increases. So if you have a habit of drinking coffee late in the day, try to have it as early as possible. For example, 4 p.m. could be a reasonable time for the last coffee. For some people, especially as they get older or spend many hours sitting or standing, fluids tend to accumulate in the legs during the day. Then when we lay down or sleep, all those fluids start to return to the bloodstream and then to the kidneys, which begin to filter them and excrete them as urine. This can cause us to wake up at night to empty all the fluids that has built up. We can reduce it by this way. Try to elevate your legs for 20 minutes in the later hours of the day, or take a short walk in the evening. This helps circulate the fluids before you go to sleep. If you experience nocturia, even though your habits are in order, it could be a sign of medical condition like enlarged prostate in men, diabetes, high blood pressure, or a sleep disorder like sleep apnea. If this happens to you in a regular basis, it's worth consulting a doctor. In conclusion, it's normal to wake up once or twice at night, but if you're waking up 3 or 4 times, it's worth paying attention to your daily habits and correcting them. If the problem persists, it's important to check by a doctor, but for most people, a change in habits can dramatically improve the situation. Drink most of your fluid during the day until 6 p.m. Significantly reduce fluids in the evening. Avoid sugar, salt, caffeine, and alcohol in the evening hours. Eat light meal, not a heavy one, before bed. Try this for the next 3 nights and see if your situation improves. If you like the video, I appreciate if you give it a like so I will know. Thank you for watching.